Welcome to Raised in Alaska. I'm having a problem with the belly pan on my Argo, and I'll take you back in time for just a minute before I took all these tires off, and I'll show you what the problem is. On the right side off, one thing I want to point out here is, see that silicone bead right here? Looks like I need to do it there, but that ends up, that strip belly pan ends up getting pried off there and getting rocks in there. Let me show you what the other side looks like, and I'm going to have to do the same thing to it. So here's the other side, and you can see it's got pooched out. It's full of stuff here, and so I'm gonna pop these rivets off here, hose that out really good, drill some holes in there. See that you can see that this rivet's busted and this rivet's busted. What happens is stuff gets in there and it just starts wiggling, and finally busts that off, and then it starts filling up. You can see there's a rock all the way down here, and so whoops, rock down there, and so it just ends up getting filled up with stuff. So I'm going to have to take all this off and silicone it and bolt it on like I did the other side. So we've kind of taken a look at the problem and the solution. And so a week ago I was out here and I took this one off, got this all cleaned out nice. We'll take a quick look at that here. And so I'm going to bust these rivets out of here. That one's already broken. I'm going to take a hose and hose that out. And I was going to go ahead and bolt this one up, silicone it, bolt it up, and then take these off because I didn't want the thing to sag. But what I've done instead is I've went ahead and drilled a hole here and drilled this all the way through. 1/4 inch hole in there. Okay, and what that'll do now is that will go there. I'm going to make sure that's long enough, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the other rivets off this and drop this whole belly pan. But I want one place that I can bring it back to where it's supposed to be. And so now I have a locator spot. So I'm going to pop the rivets. 2 of these rivets are already off of this one. Let's see if we can just pop them out of here. Those first 2 are off. So I'll break this one. I'll come back on this back, and it looks like there's only 1 left of 3 on here. I'll pop that one off. I'm gonna rinse all this stuff out because what I'm afraid is that maybe some stuff got under the belly pan and I don't want a rock or something under there going back and forth and maybe wear a hole through it. So I'm gonna see if I can't drop this a little bit and take a look at it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this project. And that whole thing did drop down there a smidge. It feels like there's not anything extra down in there, but I know there is on these on the front of this. There's a bunch of stuff in there, so I'll take the hose and okay, I'm pretty confident that I've got everything out of there. I can pull it out and look down there and whatnot, and so that's pretty good. But I'm gonna leave it now for about a week to let it dry. If I had a fan, I'd put a fan on it, but I'll try to get some air moving in here and dry this out, and then I'll come back next week and use something to clean this really, really good, and then I'll silicone it and bolt it up, and then this project will be done and I'll feel real good about it. Okay, so I finished this project up all the way down. You can see I have stainless steel bolts in here. I washed that out, I pulled it out, I put a bead of silicone about halfway down through here. And when I bolted this up tight, the silicone squished out the top, so I know I have silicone in the first 3 or 4 inches here. and then I just smooth this off with my finger. And I'll tell you, even if I brought, or when I buy a new Argo, I would do this right. I'd take it home and I would take all the tires off and I would silicone all of this on both sides. If you started with a bead of silicone across the top of this before you got it all dirty and got dirt down in there, I bet that that would save you a lot of headaches. So, thanks for watching this video today. I have several other Argo maintenance videos coming up in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for those if you're into Argo maintenance.